One, I think with like takeaways, if you're owning a takeaway, you're going to see an increase in sales because of virus fears fueling people to stay at home more. I feel like takeaways be the one to go with. I think Deliveroo and Uber Eats are on growth at the minute. You saw them during lockdown. They had extraordinary growth within the market as well. That was great. So yeah, takeaways, another good food trend to have during COVID or post-COVID too. Another food trend I think will really increase after COVID is food in general. We've seen an increase in food sales across the board and wet sales dropping significantly. I feel like people go less out to drink and more out to eat, and that's good because you get a higher increased spend per head. That means better growth within the business, more profitability. That being said, you do get a better GP on drinks, but you can't charge as much. But just make sure your GP's on point. I think street food is going to increase significantly. I feel like they'll be travelling food quite a lot around different places, different areas. It can easily do social distancing at street food events and stuff like that. So I feel that'd be a massive trend to jump on. As well, street food's seen a massive growth in the last 5 years. More popping up left, right and centre. It's a very American idea. Here in the UK, we've seen an increase of it. You go down to parts of London, they have dedicated nights just to tacos and like curry nights and stuff like that. It's really quite impressive. So yeah, street food is still seeing a very big trend afterwards. Number 4, another good thing about if you're thinking about starting a food business post-COVID is businesses will be cheap. Sadly, there's a lot of businesses that will go out of business. Buildings and landlords will be begging for these premises to be filled with businesses that are looking to grow and looking to develop after there's been a wave of onslaught of businesses that have fallen on their own sword. So sadly, for a lot of people trying to plan a food business, don't be put off by the state of the market now, because it will bounce back. It won't be the end of restaurants as a whole. It will bounce back. It might not be for another 12 months or maybe not for another 18 months, but it will bounce back. So get your plans in form, start contacting landlords, and start discussing some options to start a food business. 5, another possibility after the post-COVID that would really be a good idea, a good food trend to use would be, I don't know if you've seen them, build your own tacos in a box that people are delivering, or build your own pizza. That's a really good sustainable reoccurring income thing you could do there, subscription box style. So you send off all the ingredients in a box, people will do it at home, cook it, stuff like that. You could do videos as well to discuss how they're going to make it and stuff, and you create a whole community of people that way that are making an easy follow recipe at home, because people won't want to go out as much because of the virus fears again. Till we got a vaccine, this kind of business I feel will thrive, people cooking at home more. You saw it during lockdown, the lack of flour, the lack of baking powder, the lack of pasta you could find in the shops was ridiculous. You couldn't get your hands on any of it. So I feel like there'll be a massive push in people trying to cook at home as well. Takeaway at home and trying to learn to cook at home as well. Massively pushed over the COVID period. We've seen it during lockdown, and I think it will continue to rise.